and the notifications. Well, I know they send it out better than
Stack it in my bag. Yeah, stack it in my bag. I like crypto grind. Currency's flowing, every coin's on my mind. My Coinbase the upper, watch your numbers climb. In this damn fine, feeling so prime. Hustling these protocols, known to the man. Emptying on my radar, I can't understand. Jumping on the wave, watch me move the plan. Holding diamond hands in this crypto land. Got my eyes on the prize, making moves like a king. Every transaction hit a cash register ring. Ride a blockchain, we won't never be slow. In the world of finance, that's the profit.
If you're holding real world assets, utility assets, you are a bank.
Yeah, of course, we go over the news and stuff, but we just do what feels natural when we be doing our thing.
I gotta get this money on. Hey, D, can you see how many people is on YouTube? Like, is it telling you the amount of people?
Well, I'm in here as a guest, so hold on. I have to actually go on YouTube. Give me a second.
Yeah, but it used to show us how many people would be in, and I can't see earlier I couldn't see it either.
Yeah, I know. I'm in here as a guest though. I'm not in here on the.
Yeah, I just thought it was the last live. I was like, maybe it's a little glitch or something, but no, I can't. I really can't see.
37.
Yeah, but I'm saying I normally can see it on Restream. I don't have to do all of that. I don't know why Restream not showing how many people is in the live. Like now I have to do the most to go see how many people in here. I gotta go to YouTube. I gotta go to my app, go to my phone. I gotta find BlockNation. Like I do too much. I usually could just look on the screen. What is going on today? Let me see. I don't have to do all of that. All right, cool. Well, I just freaking keep it on my phone. All right, y'all. What's good? What's good? So we back with some updates. So we do have the Second Circuit Court officially dismisses the Ripple and SEC appeals in a 4-year legal battle. So we finally got the official paperwork that people like me was waiting for, because that's what I need to see. Then you got Vanek and Jito, I think I'm saying that right. Filed the first liquid staking back Solana ETF. We're gonna talk about that. And then we have the U.S. court grants brief stay in Coinbase lawsuit involving biometric data. And then in this last one, we're gonna talk about Intel. So Intel just announced that they got an $8.9 billion investment from the U.S. government. So the U.S. government now owns 10% of Intel. Yes, the chip maker.
The U.S. I mean, shit, they've been struggling, yo. They're not even in the top 10 when it comes to chip making. So they had to make a move at some point. You know what I'm saying?
And they didn't make that investment for nothing. Is my point. I ain't worried about Intel and how they doing financially. The U.S. government ain't just put damn near $9 billion into that company for the hell, just because I was like, oh, they're not in the top 10, so we're gonna give them $10 billion. No, it's some hidden shit behind that shit.
that and I mean, it's no different from any other time period. The government stay bailing somebody out, for real.
Yeah, that's true. Somebody must know some, you know what I'm saying? But I think it's always, nobody do shit for free. Nobody does shit for free.
No, it's definitely
always a motive.
It's definitely a motive behind it. So I mean, shit. I guess we get into that.
Let me see. Let me share my screen. So where we at? Intel. Yeah, we can start off with that article. So yeah, we can get right into it. So Intel, this is the article right here from Yahoo Finance. But Intel announces an $8.9 billion investment from U.S. government, which will own 9.9% of the chip maker. So yeah, this just came out today. So it says the U.S. government has taken an $8.9 billion 9.9% stake in Intel, buying 433.3 million shares in the chip maker at a price of $20.47 per share. So for those that like to buy stocks or get involved, it's $20.47 per share at the time of this article. The government's investment in Intel will be passive ownership with no board representation or other governance or information rights. Intel said in a statement. Intel said the government also agreed to vote with the company's board of directors.
No information rights? Come on. Go ahead.
It sounds good.
But I believe the passive part. I believe they probably like, yo, just give us what our portion is, quarterly.
Like, can we lift the veil for a second? Like, y'all really think the U.S. government don't know what the hell Intel got going on?
Absolutely.
Y'all didn't even have to lie. Like, that's like one of them unnecessary lies. Like, I hate pathological liar. Like, that's like something a pathological liar would do. Like, that was just too much. That was an unnecessary lie. You didn't even have to bring that up. Truthfully.
Yeah, why would they spend $9 billion on something they just an investment? Like, it's just passively. I know they do that shit too, but
and not get no information.
This is a chip maker, fam.
Yeah, with no information rights. I'm finna give you $9 billion with no information rights. Y'all be lying.
That's what they said. That's what they said.
I can't stand motherfuckers like that. I can't stand. That was an unnecessary lie. We'll continue. But Intel said the government's equity stake will be funded by the remaining $5.7 billion in grants previously awarded, but not yet paid to Intel under the U.S. Chips and Science Act, and $3.2 billion awarded to the company as part of the Secure Enclave program. Intel will continue to deliver on its secure enclave obligations and reaffirmed its commitment to delivering trusted and secure semiconductors to the U.S. Department of Defense. The $8.9 billion investment is in addition to the $2.2 billion in CHIPS grants Intel has received to date, making for a total investment of $11.1 billion.
They just collected from the government left and right.
I mean, sheesh. How you qualify for all these type of grants, gang?
But listen, I'll tell you one thing: Nvidia and AMD is kicking their ass right now, so they had to do something. I know that for a fact.
Yeah, they had to make a move. Somebody, Trump or somebody in his camp, must have some investments in Intel, and they had to make sure that that investment goes through the way they planned it. So it's something behind that. This is crazy. But it says the announcement late Friday comes after President Trump said earlier in the day his administration would take a 10% stake in ailing chip giant Intel. Trump called it a great deal. Intel stock closed up 5.5% after the president's announcement. Intel stock fell 1% and after hours trading on Friday after details of the deal were confirmed, because nobody believes that. Everybody just read what we did and they're just like, this is complete bullshit. This is complete bullshit. And then it's probably where they got the money from, like the money's coming from these grants and stuff. So I don't know. They may have something to do with it. I don't know. Yeah. And then I'll just stop right here. But it says President Trump's focus on U.S. chip manufacturing is driving historic investments in a vital industry that is integral to the country's economic and national security. Intel CEO said in a statement, "We are grateful for the confidence the president and the administration have placed in Intel, and we look forward to working to advance U.S. technology and manufacturing leadership." I bet y'all is. I don't like the investment. It makes me weary. Because this goes into the doomsday people that come in the comments. It's the mark of the beast. Oh my goodness.
Here they come. Where they at? They in here somewhere. They in here somewhere.
They in here. They're gonna put chips in everybody. And oh my God. Everything you do will be tracked. And if they just want to turn you off and kill you, they'll just press a button. All right, hear all that shit now, don't I? For real.
They in here.
Y'all gonna piss me off.
Listen.
I'm telling you. So but I'll share this article for those that do want to read more of it, because it is more in this article. I just wanted y'all to know that your government invested $9 billion into some chips. So into a chip maker company. Yep. So I just wanted y'all to be aware.
Yep. Your tax dollars
went to a chip maker company called Intel that D just told y'all was in the red.
Yeah.
So I just wanted y'all to know that I'm telling, because that is very sketch across the board. So fuck Intel. Next. I ain't fucking with the chips. I'm not fucking with the putting something in my hand, arm, nose, feet, arm, neck. I don't care where, in my head. Fuck Elon too. With all that shit, y'all not putting none of that shit in me. So, You know, that's why I just told D, that's my exit right there. let me find out. Everybody got to get chips put in there. I'm gonna be looking like this. All right, God. Any down, because ain't no way in hell you be ain't no way I signed up for that. I know I ain't signed up to be down here with some chips and be a goddamn robot and shit. I'm cool. But yeah. Anyway, we'll go to the next article. Because that's just too crazy to think about. I don't even want to get into that doomsday shit. But yes, the U.S. court has granted U.S. court grants brief stay in Coinbase lawsuit involving biometric data.
Okay.
Go into that one.
So we're talking about here. So
transhuman.
Yeah. I mean, ain't wrong. I
don't want to talk about it. I know that she's not wrong at all. I don't want to talk about it.
Wrong. So shit. An Illinois judge has granted a motion to stay proceedings in the lawsuit against cryptocurrency exchange Coinbase, pending a ruling in the appellate court. So in a Thursday filing in the U.S. District Court for the Northern District of Illinois, shout out to my people's in Illinois, Judge Sharon Johnson Coleman granted a motion filed by Coinbase to stay a lawsuit involving alleged violations of the state's Biometric Information Privacy Act. So, you know, the data, you know, when your biometrics, your data, you know, they do it everywhere. They take your biometric everywhere. Even if you want to go in the freaking theme park, they take your biometrics. The motion requested
This is so fucking crazy.
Nah, it is. You want to go to Disney World? Hey, let me get your fingerprint. Let me get your face real quick.
They did ask for the fingerprint last time.
They sure did. They do. Like if you want to go go see Mickey Mouse and them, you gotta go, you know, put your thumb down. You know, they need your data, fam.
Somebody said they track you 10 times. Shout out to J Dub for the super chat, by the way. Appreciate that. Right. And then they said they track you 10 times harder than Apple's and Android. Than Apple and Android. So it's already in you because you use a phone. It's called cookies. I 1000% agree. 100% agree with that. But you're not gonna put a chip in me though. This is enough. This should be a chip. That's some next level control. That's why I had used the example. Shut you off, turn you on, make you mentally crazy. That's too much control of your body. You're not putting a chip in me. This is enough. Y'all do enough with it. So it's like y'all trying to go even deeper by putting a chip in me.
Remember back in 2021 when they was giving people the joint and they was paying people. They was paying people.
Yeah, giving people free burgers and shit. Yeah.
Now, what if they turn around and do that? It's like, okay, we're gonna give you this chip, but we're gonna give you some money. We're gonna give you some money to get.
It's gonna have to be a hell of a lot of bread, gang, for people to line up and do it.
No, it's not. I
forgot these motherfuckers broke.
It's not.
These motherfuckers. Yeah, probably a couple $100. They're gonna take their ass up there. Absolutely. It's gonna take a couple $100. I ain't gonna say people that cheap where they'll be like they'll go do it for $50 or a voucher or something. You're gonna have to get them at least a few hundred, and they're gonna take their ass up there.
That's enough. Some jokers will do it for less than that. You know they will. Oh, this is all that do.
KB said $500 they in line.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yes, they will. They will. So the motion requested a ruling from the U.S. Court of Appeals for the 7th Circuit, which is considering a case involving a nuanced communications supplying voice identification technology to Charles Schwab, a decision that could impact the Coinbase lawsuit. So in quote, they said the court finds that the state would simplify the issues and streamline the trial, reduce the burden of litigation on the court and the parties, and will not underline prejudice or tactical disadvantage, plaintiffs said on Thursday. And they just give you a picture of the actual, the court docket and stuff like that. The lawsuit filed in May alleged that Coinbase's wholesale collection or face prints for its KYC requirements violated Illinois laws as users weren't notified. The group of Coinbase users also alleged that the exchange shared their biometric data without their consent to third-party verification providers, which is a violation of the law. I mean, that's when you got to read the terms of service, right? TikTok changed the terms of service every other day. Every other day, it seems like every day I get on the app and it's like, yo, do you confirm, the new terms of service, terms and conditions? I'm just like, if I don't, I can't get on the app. If I don't, I can't,
that's a fact.
do what I do, right? So under Illinois' Biometric Information Privacy Act, private entities that violate the law in a reckless and intentional manner may require to pay damages up to $5,000 for each instance, as well as $1,000 for each negligent violation. The plaintiffs also sought relief for litigation expense. Wow, $5,000. Oh my God, that's such a big deal. They don't care, fam. That's a slap on the wrist, fam. And then they say in May, Coinbase disclosed that a group of customer support contractors assess account data for users in exchange for bribes. The contractors based in India were later fired. The individuals responsible for that data breach attempted to extort over $20 million worth of Bitcoin from Coinbase, which the company refused. However, the event prompted several lawsuits alleging that Coinbase mishandled personal data, which they probably did. Coinbase ain't no different from Target, ain't no different from Walmart, ain't no different from none of these cats out here, fam. They all mishandling data. They all selling your data. Remember when Facebook got in trouble back in the day for mishandling data, and Mark Zuckerberg was sitting up there in court like, yeah, no, we didn't really, fam, it's no different, fam. But we agree to this shit. That's the other side of it. We agree to it. You know what I'm saying? When you get your phone, when you go to AT&T or Verizon, get your phone. Does anybody read the terms of service before they sign the contract? No. You've worked there before, so
yeah,
like
couple people there, a couple of them difficult ass customers, like maybe one or two I've seen.
They still get it though.
Yeah, they still end up getting it. Because yeah, exactly. No one reads the terms.
It be them jokers that want to read it for sure, but
I just be looking at them like, because you finna get the phone, like, because it's like you already deleted everything off, so I just be looking at them, just like, bro, you gonna sign it?
Nah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
They be trying to play it off. I'm just trying to make sure that. So I'm gonna have the phone for 3 years. So it's 3 years instead of 2 years now. When did it change? Like. It changed when they upped the price of these phones and they still had to sell it. And they were like, okay, well, they're going to have to be on 3 years instead of 2. But yeah.
Somebody over here on YouTube talking. Technically what you're talking about is what they're talking about.
I read that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he was talking about how AI will be too powerful in 2030. AI will take control because they'll make decisions based upon programming.
The AI already won.
Yeah. This person thinks that they'll never put a chip in us, and that could be possible because a lot of people is gonna have an issue with that. Most people ain't we ain't going for it. I know people like me and everybody, probably most people in this live ain't going for it. But it's like
they gonna force jokers to do it. They gonna force jokers' hand.
And I think someone in the comments used this example with kind of what I'm about to say. When 2020 and 2021 happened, and they was like, either get this thing put in your arm or you can't go back to work. So they'll put people. That's my fear. So I won't say that they ain't gonna put chips in us. I will say they'll put people in a position like they did because they've already proved that they'll do that in 2020. Where it's like either you're gonna get this jab or you can't come back to your job. Now I know later on down the road, some states was like, yeah, that was unlawful termination, and a lot of them got paid on the back end. But I mean, people done lost everything now, so like, you know what I'm saying? Like they gonna have to spend that money fixing their credit, and you know what I'm saying? All that shit, lost their house and cars and shit now, like because it took years down the line. Some of them still ain't got their money. But I'm just saying that to say is that they'll put you between a rock and a hard place. That we seen that they're capable of doing that. So I wouldn't be 100% confident that they just ain't gonna put chips in us. Because if they got you broke enough and they got you on UBI, your ass will do whatever you gonna do to feed you and them kids. So some people will conform, I feel like, and they know that if they put people in a position to have to choose. So that's already been proven. For real. Yeah. Fear and safety will be the tools they use. Exactly, Paige. Exactly, because they've done it already. and they'll just do it again. This time it'll be worse though.
Nah, it's gonna be wild. It's gonna be wild. So, hey, just don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if they're like, hey, you know, 'cause I remember who was it? The governor of New York. He was like, hey, there's this tasty cheeseburger over here. You'll get it for free if you take this jab. I remember seeing that shit. I'm like, damn, fam. People
said, look up Sabrina Wallace. So, of
wow.
course, who is Sabrina Wallace? Like, who does she work for? How, like, because I'm not about to just look up some random conspiracy theorist. We're already chipped according to Sabrina Wallace. I just don't know who she is. My thing is, if we are already chipped, why they ain't find that boy from Louisiana that got out of jail, the last one standing? They would have found him by now.
Oh yeah. Homeboy he's out of here. He's out of there. He probably still around the way somehow.
I think because he like, you know what I'm saying? But he a tall nigga, so he stands out. So I don't know. I think that he had a plan. I think he was the only one that had a legit plan for how he was gonna escape, and he got up out of here. But I wouldn't be shocked if we all were really chipped or something, like, you know what I'm saying? They did that shit. You know, they all take the baby when the baby born and go do whatever. You never know what they doing, like, with the baby, because at some point in time the mom and daddy gonna sleep or they gonna come in. Like, you just never know. I don't put shit past these hospitals.
Nah, you never know.
Oh man, I'm weak. Okay, but was that everything on the Coinbase?
Yeah, that was everything there.
Okay. So Coinbase mishandling data.
They try to tricking people for the jab for French fries. yeah. No, that's a fact. It was giving out French burgers and shakes and fries, fam. What you think they're gonna do next?
Yeah. They don't get two shits. We got VanEck and Jito fell for the first liquid staking back Solana ETF. So it says, if approved, the ETF will be fully backed by Jito Solana liquid staking token, Jito Sol. Okay. Jito. I don't know if I'm saying that correct. It's spelled Jito.
Right. Jito. I think it's Jito. 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 So, Jito announced the filing for the ETF based entirely on Solana liquid staking tokens in a partnership with VanEck. VanEck is a big deal. The filing represents months of collaborative regulatory outreach between Jito and VanEck, beginning with the initial meetings with the SEC in February. The partnership aims to combine Solana exposure with staking rewards, right? Staking rewards. We always talk about staking. We always talk about, you know, getting that yield, fam. Staking rewards in a regulated wrapper accessible to traditional investors, fam. So Matthew Siegel.
Hold on, D. Look at the comment right there.
Still talking about crypto in 2025 is crazy.
Do some of y'all like live under a rock? Because like, no, seriously, because like, I could call. I'm trying to think of a random family member I could call right now that don't pay no attention to nothing in finance. I'm trying to think of somebody. They're gonna even tell you, yeah, I heard about my daddy. My dad. Even my dad don't pay no attention to shit Trump do. He can't stand Trump. My daddy even knows crypto is. Damn, Preston, you blocked them fast as hell. I wanted to argue. Fuck, go ahead, D. Preston blocked them fast as shit.
You gotta move out of here.
You gotta move out of here.
Say, get him out of here.
I'm sitting there. I had to sit there. I read that comment about 30 times while you was free.
Say the fuck out of here. How about that?
Preston got him gone. Damn, I wanted to argue because I'll be trying to figure out. No, you good, Preston. You good. I just be trying to figure out, like, some of y'all for real, or like, are y'all like really that slow, or do y'all like live under a rock? I admire that. I don't watch TV either, so it's like, but we got a whole president that has been very vocal about crypto and saying we're gonna be the crypto capital of the world. Literally ran his campaign off of that partly.
Yeah.
And you're saying y'all are talking about crypto in 2025. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. This cause, I gotta do it, D. I gotta do it.
Today in crypto news.
I wish I would have listened and traded my fiat chains for crypto freedom sooner.
I had to do it. You're gonna be holding up a sign that says "will work for crypto." That is gonna be some people's future. You go ahead, D. I'm sorry. That right there was crazy.
He said talking about crypto in 2025 is crazy. Wow. I feel bad for that person's family for real. They got kids, whatever. But we've been he stated Matthew Siegel, so who's the head digital asset research for Van Eck, right? He said we've been very selective with our
No, Paige said crayon eater behavior. Oh my god. I'm sorry. That one took me out. Crayon eater behavior is crazy. I'm
yeah,
like,
nah,
wait.
that's crazy. That's crazy. Eating crayons is crazy. Man. Going going in the Crayola box and just putting that shit in your mouth is crazy. We've been see, I can't even wait. Matthew Siegel, so who the head digital asset research at Van Eck. We've been very selective with our single token ETF filings this year, but today's S1 for the Van Eck Jito Sol ETF matters. If listed, it would represent a new piece of market infrastructure that bridges DeFi innovation with TradeFi accessibility. Right? It seemed like every single time we get on, we just end up talking about DeFi by default now, fam. When nobody was talking about DeFi before, fam. Every single article, not every single article, but I would say like about 50% of all the articles we read mention DeFi.
Today's Friday. This week went by quick. I would say a good 65 to 70% of the articles that we went over this week was DeFi.
Yeah, nah, for sure. I was gonna say 50. Yeah, probably more than that. So regulatory clarity. The filing builds on SEC staff guidance issued on August 5th, which clarified that liquid staking activities do not constitute security transactions when properly structured. The guidance essentially removed the final regulatory hurdle for staking-enabled crypto ETFs. Jito preparation included a March 2025 securities classification report explaining why Jito Sol operates as a decentralized infrastructure rather than a security. And the company participated in regulatory comments periods during the summer of 2025, providing feedback on the safe use of liquid staking tokens and ETFs, exchange traded products. Operational benefits, and they talk about some of the benefits. They said the approach that they're going by provides regulatory clarity through the standard ETF accounting methods, giving investors access to stake Solana yields without operational complications, right? So staking yields can offset or exceed expense ratios on networks like Solana, potentially improving long-term returns. Long-term returns. That's what these investors care about. The structure supports network security by decentralizing stake across validators, meaning investors contribute to the blockchain health. And then Jito Foundation Chief Commercial Officer Thomas worked with ETF issuers, custodians, and exchanges to establish infrastructure enabling Van Eck's product launch. The effort received support from Multicoin Capital, the Solana Foundation, and Van Eck. Further, Van Eck and Jito joined Canary Capital and Marinade in the group of issuers partnering with liquid staking protocols. Canary amended its Solana ETF filing in May of 2025 to name Marinade Select as the staking provider. And this filing initiates a review process before potential market listing, positioning Jito to advance institutional crypto adoption through regulated on-chain financial products. So basically, they'll be invested into the product again without holding Solana, without holding the actual asset, and they'll get rewards. They'll get the similar benefits. I'm not sure how high, they'll be getting, but they're gonna be getting some benefits. They're gonna yield some rewards.
Yeah,
just by holding these products.
Okay. So Solana in the headlines once again.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we can get to this juicy news real quick. Second Circuit Court officially, so it's officially official. They have dismissed the Ripple and SEC appeal, ending the 4-year legal battle. I'm echoing. Is it over? Okay, cool. Yeah, ending the 4-year legal battle. It's over.
It's over.
It's over. Like lawyers done posted all that good stuff today. Like the paperwork is done. Like it's officially over. So this so it says the U.S. Court of Appeals for the Second Circuit Court for the Second Circuit issued a mandate on August 22nd approving the dismissal of the appeals in the case between Ripple and the Security and Exchange Commission. Before I move further, let me acknowledge this super chat because I know it was a question. Shout out to who sent the super chat? J Dub, appreciate you, gang. He sent the super chat 10 USD, appreciate you, gangy. But he said happy Friday, fam. Ain't nothing like Hennessy and BlockNation. Appreciate you, gangy. Don't get too drunk.
Appreciate you.
But definitely unwind on this beautiful Friday. But he said, question: do y'all think XRP will be the only utility token with supply shock with regulations coming? That's interesting. I don't know. I hadn't thought about it. I do know that XRP gonna have a supply shock. Am I confident in others? I haven't looked into it enough to answer that truthfully. But I am confident XRP gonna have a supply shock. Yeah, a quant. It's not a lot of quant. So quant may have a supply shock. Isn't it quant that don't have that circulating supply is pretty low?
Oh yeah, quant. Yeah. It's lower than Bitcoin.
Yeah, so possibly, but are they making any more quant or that? See, that's why I say I have to look into it because I don't know if once quant supply runs out, if that's it or if they're gonna make more. I don't know, but I do know quant could potentially be could potentially be one. Does anybody in the chat know if quant if a supply shock is possible with quant? Because I know they don't have a lot of. I know the quant circulating supply is hella low compared to some other assets.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. Yeah. I have to look into it. I'll be looking at H bar. Yeah. That's something I gotta look into. That's actually a good question. But yeah. Appreciate that super chat, gang. Let me finish this article real quick. But yeah, the court order shared by lawyer James Fallon on X officially ends one of crypto's most consequential legal battles. Despite the news, XRP's price increased within 1 hour. It went to 306 at the press time. The dismissal follows a joint filing on August 7th, in which Ripple and the SEC agreed to end their appeals after a formal commission vote. The agreement marks the conclusion of a dispute that began in December 2020 when the SEC sued Ripple Labs CEO Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larson for allegedly conducting an unregistered securities offering through XRP sales. The legal battle concludes ETF odds remain high. So under the settlement terms, XRP will not be classified as a security, representing a major victory for Ripple. Each side will cover its own legal costs, according to the court filing. Ripple's chief legal officer, Stewart, previously described the agreement as closing a chapter that has overshadowed the crypto industry for nearly 4 years. The outcome places Ripple alongside other crypto firms like Coinbase that have successfully resolved enforcement actions with the SEC. Further, it removes regulatory uncertainty around XRP status, keeping the odds of approval of ETFs high. In February, ETF analysts from Bloomberg predicted 65% odds of approval for spot XRP ETFs in the U.S. Polymarket bettors placed their odds of such an approval happening this year at 98% in early June, followed by a 10% slide after the SEC delayed decisions on multiple filings the same month. Despite the slide in odds on the crypto-based prediction market, they raised their odds to 90% or higher on June 20th. So yeah, that's that Polymarket stuff. But interesting, here it is. However, they reiterated a high odds of approval for XRP ETF. Interesting trades reporting how Polymarket odds of XRP ETF approval went down to 62% after the votes were disclosed, showing Crenshaw voting no. But she's gonna vote no on everything. It's meaningless. She's outnumbered. Whatever. Blah blah blah. I think them ETFs get approved. I think that's the catalyst. If we get rate cuts, if we gonna get rate cuts, they approving them ETFs. If we don't get rate cuts, they ain't approving them ETFs. That's how that's gonna go. What y'all think?
Yeah, what y'all think?
What y'all think? Quant total supply 14 million, total circulation 12 million. Yeah, it's just, is it like they're not making any more? Like XRP, like they're not gonna make any more. Like that's it. Bitcoin, once they run out of Bitcoin, they can't mine anymore after a certain number. So, but yeah, I think the ETFs, I'm not too worried about that. I'm trying to see, because we still got too many days for Jerome to change his fucking mind from what he said today. Today was good. It's cool hearing that from him. But until when he got to do when he got to do the speech, because until the speech is to the day of the speech, I ain't confident. I'm sorry. I'm over here shaking boots, gang. I don't know what the fuck that nigga's gonna do. I hate the fact that he's white and his name is Jerome. That bothers me. So I don't trust him already. A Jerome. Every time I hear a Jerome name, that just sounds like a cheating ass nigga. Like Jerome.
Oh man, no.
Definitely Jerome. I don't care, white, black, Hispanic, Asian. I don't give a damn. You cheating. I know you cheating on your wife. I don't know no Jerome that don't cheat.
Damn.
I don't know no Jerome that don't be cheating. Y'all be cheating.
The crazy thing is Jerome is a really, really old school name and shit. Like from way back in the day and shit. So, I'm curious on when the tide turned and when it just became such a name connected to black culture. Like,
I'm telling you, but that name.
What turned the tide for Jerome? Like,
I don't trust Jerome's. I don't trust him because that's why I don't trust nothing he's talking about today. It's like he said that. That's probably why the market consolidated, because everybody was like, "Oh yes, he said he's gonna cut rates," and oh shit, Jerome said he's gonna cut rates. Shit, market consolidates. Nobody trusts a Jerome, gang. It's just nobody trusts a Jerome. Not happening, gang. He's gonna cut the rates.
I'm just saying, what turned the tide? What turned the tide for his name? Was it a Martin character? Oh, it was Martin. It was really Martin.
Yeah, it was Martin.
It was really Martin.
It might be Martin.
Man.
Rome
in the house.
Rome. I don't trust no nigga named Jerome. Hell, for all we know, Jerome could be cheating on his wife right now. He probably with his mistress right now. As we on this live, he probably watching it too. Like, look at him.
Jerome don't go home. I don't think he go home. I don't think he want to go home, fam.
That's how I know he got mistress at the office then.
I don't think he just want to stay. He want to stay where he at, yo. He's so fixated on staying where he at. He do not want to leave his position. You know what I'm saying? Well, let me see. I swear that joke can make like $1 million a year. Hold up. Let me see what Jerome Powell.
I think he got some more money outside his job. See what else he got.
Of course. Jerome Powell salary. What's his salary?
Because Trump appointed Jerome, right? Where we find Jerome at? Like, where Trump go pick him up from? What was he doing in the chair?
Well, he used to be Jerome used to be I think he used to be a judge, yo.
Oh, okay.
I think he used to be a judge. I think homie used to be a judge.
Oh, I would hate to see that nigga, boy. Imagine being on trial and Jerome was your
Yeah. I think he was.
You're going to jail, buddy. You're going to jail. Before the trial even started, imagine being on trial. You come out there in the shackles.
Yo, fam.
It's Jerome Powell.
Fam. His mean ass face. He gonna be looking at you, grilling you like, yeah, you did it. You did it.
Yeah.
About to put you. This is the crazy thing. With any of these judges, they just put these jokers under the jail and they'll be playing golf at 2:00 like nothing happened. Just put somebody in jail for 25 years.
That's why they didn't be my line of work. Jerome probably be looking at the charges and he probably looking at what happened in the evidence and he's like, okay, well yeah, according to this.
Wasn't he like a judge or some type of lawyer or something? He got some type of background like that.
Oh no!
I think I looked it up years ago. I was like, "Where's this Joker come?" Cause I was like, "This nigga's name's Jerome for real."
Jerome. And y'all see, like this some normal shit. This not no normal shit, gang. This not no normal shit. That's why I'm sitting over here weary as hell. Donald Trump, the president, and we got a Federal Reserve chairman named Jerome.
Yeah.
Shit ain't right. And it's just something.
Oh, he's a lawyer.
Wrong,
okay, I knew it was something.
He was a lawyer. Okay.
All right. Still.
He was a lawyer.
Would you want him to represent you in the case?
Fuck no, we're losing.
You don't think?
Nah, I'm scared. I don't trust him. He don't give. I need me if I'm on trial. I mean, I done did some crazy shit. That mean I done did some crazy shit. I need the jankiest of the jankiest lawyers that's gonna get me off. And Jerome ain't janky. He don't give me janky as far as it like as far as a lawyer. He don't give me janky lawyer vibes, unless it's just for some. What type of lawyer was he? Was he a criminal lawyer? It depends. It depends on what type of lawyer he was. Let me not talk too quick.
I feel like he was a lawyer, probably like for corporations or some shit. Hold up. So he used to be in investment banking in the mid '80s, and then he worked for financial institutions, and then he briefly served under the Secretary of Treasury under George Bush. Oh shit! So
he can't be trusted. He worked with Bush.
Yeah.
Bush is the worst president of all time. I used to say it was Joe Biden, but I had to go back and actually think about George. Hold on, senior or junior?
No. I was gonna say his daddy. He really
wasn't too much better. He wasn't too much better than his son. They all suck.
Oh man, no, his daddy was pushing buttons. His daddy was like, "Yeah, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this, and we're gonna do this." And he didn't.
He was better.
He didn't give. No, I ain't gonna say he was better, man. Like this joker was willing. What war was under Bush?
I ain't heard nothing good about junior or senior, so I'm interested.
Man, we're gonna have a history lesson one of these days, and just do the line of all these different presidents and what they were tied to and everything like that.
I was born when he was president. I think who was president? I was born in '93, y'all. So I don't so I didn't gain consciousness till about 2000.
In '93,
99, 2000.
Well, in '93, that was what's his name? I think Clinton was president by then.
Yeah, Clinton. I remember Clinton being president, and then I remember John Kerry and George Bush running for president because I was in elementary school, and this when I was at a racist ass school, and all them was voting for Bush.
Yeah.
And I remember that, and then I don't remember because like anything before I started school, I don't remember who was the president before that. I don't fucking remember.
Before who?
Who was the president in the 90s?
It was Clinton, and then before that, it was Bush.
So it was Bush. Okay. So I just don't fucking remember.
Reagan.
I was born in '93, y'all. So I don't. So it was George Bush, because I was born in '93. So I don't fucking know. I don't remember. I don't know what the fuck was going on in the world. That was the best days of my life. I was over there like a Rico.
Yeah, '93.
Look, I said, look, I was over there like a Rico. I was.
Chilling. It was just chilling, right?
Just give me a
looking
bottle.
around, looking stupid and shit.
Looking stupid as hell. Looking crazy as hell. When. I know I was one of them babies. You better change my diaper.
Oh yeah.
Don't have me walking around with no poopy diaper because I don't. I would take it off. That's what my mama said. I'm taking it off. You better change my diaper, gang, for real.
No, we're not doing that.
Bush Jr. came after Clinton. Yeah. So it was senior before that. Gotcha. Okay. Mm-hmm. So yeah. Point is, guys, we don't trust Jerome Powell. So
yeah.
Don't trust Jerome. Don't get confident until that man get on that podium and he says that he's gonna cut rates by such and such basis points. Then that's when you get happy. But right now, don't. Today was good, but you know what I'm saying. Don't get comfortable is all I'm saying, because he'll switch it up next week.
He's just a product of the good old boys club, fam. Like when I'm looking at his shit, he went to Georgetown. He graduated from Georgetown Law. Like he just knew the right people and just was like, all right, I'm gonna just keep going up the ranks. And then once he got on the Federal Reserve Board in 2012, it was a wrap. He was on that fast track right there. So
damn, somebody said live through it, nobody worse than Biden. Y'all gotta think. Bush put us in a war that how long did it take us to get out of that damn war?
Fam, we still in it.
We still in it.
I feel like we still in it, fam.
I get what you're saying, Dwayne. I ain't disagreeing with you, but I am trying to like, is it because he had us this war still going on, Dwayne? What we're still suffering from what George Bush did.
It's just like, okay, what is the tiers of corruption? It's like, okay, we're on this tier right here. We're on this tier because I mean Reagan ushered in the crack era. So back in the 80s, so that was pretty bad. But Yeah. Everybody, I think every president, every administration has their tier of shit that they was involved with.
Somebody said Obama and Biden created the Ukraine and Russia war. They did, but that war still ain't compared to what George Bush started. And then, like Talia said, then he lied about 9/11 and Katrina.
Damn.
Bush definitely lied about 9/11. Like, I need y'all to go back with a conscious mind and go back and look at the clips when that man whispered in George Bush's ear and he was reading that book to them kids. And he was sitting there reading that book.
And had the class.
Had the class sitting there. What the class had said.
The class was saying words like plane and like just shit that was correlated to the event that was happening, fam. And George he was just sitting there just looking disheveled, like he was just looking there looking crazy.
He okay, they got it done. That was the vibe I got. Like, oh, it happened and went through. Okay, they got it done. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
I'm gonna continue to read the story. Like, nigga, somebody hit the twin fucking towers, and you're the fucking president, and you sat there way too calm. That just would have been like, class, y'all know the president, duty calls, walk the fuck out.
Yeah, he might have been like in awe, like in shock of the moment. Because they probably told them some shit like this might go down, and he was just like, "Oh man."
Oh, true. Somebody said Bush Senior was in Desert Storm, like father, like son. But go ahead.
There we go. That's what it was. Desert Storm. Yep. No. I was just gonna say. Somebody said Nixon took us off the gold standard. He was the worst. Everybody got their shit. And my nephew be trying. We be trying to talk to Reggie.
Yeah, he don't understand when I be telling him I don't like none of these niggas, and he just can't wrap his head around it. But Obama, I'm like, oh God.
Yeah.
Whew, he had an indoctrinated teacher last year, y'all. So it's gonna take me about 3, 4, 5 years to get that shit up out of him.
No. That teacher wasn't right.
That teacher was out of pocket. I used to call D going to fuck off.
He wasn't right.
That teacher was pissing me off last year. I had to call D. I'm like, D, because y'all know D worked for the school system. I'm like, and teachers tell students, blah, blah, blah. I know they can't do that.
They can't do that. But nobody was, but it's so liberal over there that nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, because I thought teachers were not. I think I came on live and vented about this. I thought teachers were not allowed to discuss religion, your religious beliefs, and politics. They're not supposed to put their political and religious beliefs on your children. They're not even supposed to be discussing that in front of kids. They're supposed, if they're in history class and they're talking about history or just informing them on different topics, but they can't put their beliefs like you can't be like, technically a teacher shouldn't be able to stand in the classroom and be like, yeah, I hate Donald Trump, he's the worst president ever. They technically shouldn't do that. Like, regardless of what you believe and how you feel about them, technically the teacher shouldn't do that, because y'all wouldn't have liked if teachers was getting up there saying, especially when y'all was brainwashed and indoctrinated. I know a lot of y'all done shook off that shit. But back when you was brainwashed, your child came home and said, my teacher said that he hates Obama and Obama's the worst president of all time. Y'all would have been at the board going the fuck off.
Yeah. Yeah. They supposed to take an objective stance, for the most part. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I mean, I get there's certain things that's just like, that gets personal, but when it comes to politics, it's like, that's a.
Yeah, I just thought that I'm just looking at his age, and y'all gotta remember, like, that 4th and 5th grade year is a very pivotal year in your child's brain development.
Oh yeah.
And so for a teacher to be up there spewing their liberal beliefs on kids, like, you don't know, like, see, it's not my kid, so I didn't go and escalate it. That's my sister's kid. Had that been my kid, I would have escalated the situation. Because you're not going to indoctrinate my kid like that. I'm not even raising them. But first of all, I'm homeschooling my kids because I'm not even going to allow nobody to even get close enough to do that. But, yeah, I would have raised hell. Yeah, somebody said Obama made it legal for them to use media and propaganda. That's a lot of, yeah, Obama signed that into law on my birthday. I will never forget. He signed propaganda on December 29th, 2015. When did he sign that propaganda bill? I remember it was on my birthday. I just can't remember the year. Did they just close my app out on TikTok? My TikTok app just y'all.
No, I'm still here.
My TikTok, I didn't even touch it. My TikTok app just closed out on my shit. I'm on the home screen. Look.
I'm still here. I'm still here.
What the fuck?
I'm still seeing myself on here. Oh, that's crazy. We're going too deep.
Y'all, they closed my TikTok app.
Yo, they froze her, yo. They froze her. They closed her out. That's what happened.
Yo, they closed the whole app out on my iPad game. Who just did that?
Some joker said you're talking about too much. It ain't digging too deep, fam.
I'm gonna get off. I'm about to go roll me up a donkey. I'm getting the fuck off this bitch. I want peace in my life. Y'all gotta control my devices and shit. I ain't fucking with that. They just closed the whole app down. Y'all saw I wasn't even touching my iPad.
Yeah, too much truth. Too much truth. Just like Prep said, too much truth.
That is fucking crap. I ain't fucking with that game. I'm about to, yeah.
Yeah, we on YouTube. Yeah, we on YouTube simultaneously. Yep.
That's funny as hell. You know they don't like that talk. Yeah. That example probably threw them off too. Like she talking too real.
Yeah, talking too real. Talking, making too much sense.
Yeah, making too much sense for everybody.
yeah.
Dwayne said, "I'm gonna shut up." Yeah, they watching Dwayne. You might want to chill out, gang. I want to chill out, gangy.
Yeah, fam.
That was messed up. Yeah. Y'all good over here on YouTube, but yeah, TikTok, they shut the whole app down on my iPad. I wasn't even touching the iPad over there. Y'all saw my hands was right here because I was on my phone. And I look over and I'm looking at my home screen on my iPad.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Listen. We ain't all we doing is telling our truth, and a lot of this stuff is actually stuff that actually happened. So,
what was he talking about? White House propaganda. White House propaganda date signed into law by Obama. I just need to know the year.
They're watching, y'all. Oh yeah, they definitely watching, jokers, for sure.
Oh, 2012. Was it 2012?
It was 2012.
Was it 2012? Obama.
I mean that makes sense. That makes sense. That's when he was in office.
Well, 2013.
2012. Remember when Jokers was like, yo, 2012.
Wait, okay. He announced it on December 29th. It got signed into law. It looks like January 2nd, 2013.
Oh, okay.
But they definitely announced it in 2012. And I remember on my birthday, that's when that propaganda shit came out. Because that propaganda shit came out. Because I remember I used to be cool with this conspiracy theorist in high school, and he was talking about it.
And he was hit.
He used to be trying to put me on game, and I was there, and I was hearing him, but I was so indoctrinated into basketball that I was like, okay, you might be right. I don't give a fuck. I'm trying to drop 30 tonight. Like, I was so like, in my head, I'm trying to make 10 threes. I'm trying to break a 3-point record. Like, I'm not conscious enough to give a fuck at the time. Like, I was literally a hooper. All I cared about was hooping. This one I was I was by. But I had niggas, hooping, niggas, and sneakers. That was all I gave a fuck about. But I remember him telling. That's why I remember the shit so well, because the nigga was trying to put me on in high school. We used to be in computer class. He used to be showing me everything, because he knew I would be watching the Illuminati videos on YouTube. So he was trying to hit me. He was like, "It go deeper than the Illuminati." He was like,
I couldn't imagine being in high school in 2012, fam. Like that.
Oh yeah,
because y'all had the internet. The internet was wide the fuck open at that time.
No, not yet. See,
it wasn't, fam.
The internet was there, D, but like we didn't have social media yet. This is when Twitter just had came out and everybody wasn't on it yet. Instagram had, and when I was in high school, Instagram came out maybe my last 2 years, but right. Instagram won't. This is when white people was on Instagram posting flowers and shit.
Like, this is what I'm saying. Y'all had it though. Y'all had it. I didn't have it in high school.
It wasn't like a you know how everybody be just scrolling now? We wasn't scrolling. I would put it like this: we wasn't scrolling yet.
Right.
We were still used to your phone just calling and texting, and I'm not gonna be on the internet most of my day. My screen watch time shouldn't be whatever the fuck it is. So it won't there yet, because that stuff had just came out, so we wasn't like indoctrinated into it yet. So like we still was like figuring out what that stuff was. Like that, I remember when Instagram first came out. That's why I use that example. I ain't racist. I'm saying it was a bunch of white people on there posting flowers in the sky and shit. I remember when I first got Instagram, I'm like, what the fuck is this? We just posted. I thought it was for photographers. Truthfully, I thought Instagram was for photographers to post the pictures, you know, the beautiful pictures that photographers take. I didn't even know fully what Instagram was yet. So, but yeah. But yeah, but nah, it was cool. It was a vibe though, gang. We was vibing about till like I would say niggas stop having fun. Like I feel like I got the tail end of your generation and the fun that y'all had. We got the very tail end. We got the last 2 years of it. And then after that it was whack. Like my first 2 years of college, especially my freshman year, beautiful. Like that was when everybody wasn't too scared to dance at parties. Everybody wasn't like fully on their phones yet. You know what I'm saying? 2 Chainz had just dropped the album. You know, everybody was wearing True Religion. That was the time. My junior and senior year, terrible. Whack as fuck. I don't even go to homecoming. Shit lame. I don't even go. You know what I'm saying? Ram Pride all day long. Y'all will not catch me at homecoming. Only time y'all gonna catch me at homecoming is when these assets go to the fucking moon and I'm coming back to flex on everybody. That'll be the only time you catch me at a WSSU homecoming. But yeah.
Facts. B-Page MySpace had us all low-key front-end developers. Yep, because you was definitely coding. You was definitely fucking coding, putting your page together. You was doing some coding.
Yeah. I went to an HBCU. I went to y'all heard of, most of y'all probably heard of North Carolina A&T. Okay, I was my college was 30 minutes from A&T, which is Winston-Salem State University.
Almost went to A&T. I told you I love that.
I ain't gonna lie, if I had already been out, if my mama won't, you know what I'm saying, I should have took my ass to A&T because all they had the baddest of the baddest.
Almost went there, fam. I like what I saw out there, man.
Girls though, huh?
I said I like the landscape of everything at A&T. I was like, okay.
The one said I'm in Winston-Salem now. Oh, I pray for you, brother. Get up out of there, gang. But hey, no. Actually, no, stay because the cost of living probably still cheap there. But Winston-Salem, I ran out. I ain't gonna hold you. I didn't even finish my full senior year in Winston-Salem. I hated Winston-Salem so much just to play like the county that I commuted. Bro, I commuted from Durham to Winston-Salem an hour and a half, 2 days a week. That's how much I was ready to get out of Winston-Salem.
So
Winston-Salem was so damn boring, bro. The malls was whack. Like
so an hour and a half there and back.
I do it twice a week. My senior year, I only had I had an online class and then an in-person class, and I didn't want to pay for housing because that was a way. And then that wasn't. Oh no, not that I didn't want to pay for it. They wasn't giving it to me because I was a part-time student, so I didn't get housing. So, and I was like, I'm not finna live here and pay rent, so I went back home.
Yeah.
As a college student, that's tough. Yeah, that was tough my senior year. I had to fight through it. I ain't gonna lie, but I had to finish. Like, it wasn't nothing gonna stop me from finishing up that degree. I was at the end. I had 2 classes from graduating. I'm about to finish this.
Oh, we got HBCU alumni up in here. VSU, shout out to VSU. Okay,
Alabama A&M. Okay,
MU. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Nah. I went on one of them in high school. I went on one of them black college tours and saw all the black colleges.
See, I wish I had did that. I should have did that. My ass wouldn't have ended up at Winston-Salem State.
Yeah. I saw the real country ones. I was like, I wasn't going to Alabama State. Nope, wasn't doing that.
I wouldn't have wanted to be in Alabama.
I did like the whole, Clark, Atlanta.
I almost went there. I applied there. I almost went there, but then we got the shit back, and my mama was like, "Yeah, we can't pay for this." So I was like, "Oh, okay, well." Yeah. That killed that. And then my mom found out that they wasn't accredited. So she was like, even if I could pay for it, you wasn't going because they're not an accredited university. I was like, oh, shit. Damn. I don't know if they are now. I'm talking about this was 2011.
Damn, they lost their accreditation? Shit.
When I was trying to go there, yeah, they ain't had no accreditation. But I should have did a college tour or something because I probably wouldn't have ended up like later on when I actually started like I guess being more observant of schools. Mm-hmm. Low key, I should have went to like Southern University or something. Like I should have went out of state. I should have went out of state. Yeah, I should have went out of state. Yeah, I almost went to Virginia State. Almost went there because I was gonna walk on to the basketball team. But yeah, it's all good. I don't need to be dogging WSSU like that. Cause but But I'm just telling my experience. Like me personally, my experience gonna be a lot different than everybody else because, and a part of me feel like I shouldn't have went to a HBCU. That's another conversation. But I went to y'all got to remember, like in elementary school, probably for 3 years, I went to a racist elementary school where I was around. It was diversity there. Okay, after that though, I was at straight black schools after that when we moved back to Durham. So I went to all black middle school, elementary school, middle school, and high school. And my high school was like a prestigious. If anybody's from North Carolina, you know about Southern versus Hillside. It was one of the biggest rivalries outside of the Duke and Carolina game. Southern versus Hillside was a big fucking deal in the early 2000s up until like my time when I graduated. So I went there, but we had fraternities and sororities in high school. So we seen niggas going through the hazing process, like all the stuff that you would see in college that I feel like you should experience in college. I had already experienced in high school. So house parties, fraternities and sororities, you know what I'm saying? What's it called? The day that they come out and reveal themselves, like all that shit. I had already experienced all that. Yeah. Hey, I'm on live. But yeah, I had already experienced all that. So when I got to WSSU, which to me, in my opinion, was a bigger high school than what I just came from, called Southern Durham, I got to Winston and was like, I'm bored. I done did all this before. None of this is new to me. And so that's when I had realized I fucked up and I had made a mistake. But y'all know how college credits and stuff go. So when after my first semester at Winston, when I looked at because I really wanted to go to UNC Charlotte, I had just applied too late. But when I looked into going to UNC Charlotte, I was like, damn, y'all only gonna take 2 of my classes? They wasn't gonna take all my credit. So it would have been like I was like,
a waste of time.
Yeah, and you know, you can't play with financial aid. They only at the time when I was in college, they was only giving you financial aid for 5 years max. So when me and my mom had sat down and like kind of did the math, I would have been behind, and probably one semester we would have had to pay out of pocket, or she would have been paying for summer school. So it was like me transferred. So that's when I realized I fucked up by going to a HBCU because of my experience prior to going to college. I just should not have been going to a HBCU because I didn't get I already had the black experience, so I needed another experience. So I got this college and was bored for real. But my freshman year was fun as fuck because, like I said, that was a tail end of your generation, and y'all knew how to party and actually have fun.
Without looking down
the phones, everybody worried about what everybody got on, everybody staring. Like it was just whack. Like partying. Even now, we could go to the club tonight, and it's gonna be whack.
we just
what am I in here for?
That bit earlier, fam. Oh
like,
man,
you got a bunch of bitches in there that's finna act like they somebody that's probably on Section 8 and finna act like they just you need $1 million to talk to me. Like, bitch.
Yeah.
You probably stay in Southeast, bitch. Fuck up talking to me.
Somebody said back to school crypto news. We just giving you, this is experience, you know what I mean? Like we both went to HBCUs, some of y'all went to HBCUs.
Albany State gang.
Albany State, Southern University, yup.
Clark, somebody said Clark expensive. Yeah, why is Clark Atlanta so expensive? Is it just because it's in Atlanta?
But then you got Spelman and Morehouse. They all expensive. You know what I'm saying? Like
bunch of Section 8 celebrities. Y'all niggas know what I'm talking about. I need somebody in here to act like y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Them ratchet hoes be in the club acting like you just can't talk to them unless you giving them a bottle for all their friends. I'm not buying you and your friends a drink. Look at your friends. Not buying all y'all a drink. You know that's not. I don't be buying drinks anyway. That's the crazy part about me. They be buying bitches be buying drinks for me. Half the time I don't be buying no goddamn drinks. Unless it's for myself. I don't really be like, let me get you a drink, girl. Like
what you got on my 40, homie? That's what you deboning these chicks out here, huh?
Listen.
What you got?
It's rough out here. When I realized I was gonna be single, I was like I gotta go back out in the jungle.
Oh yeah.
Tough out here, gang. That's why I'm telling y'all, all y'all men that's married and y'all got good wives that listen to you, you know what I'm saying? She give it up when you ask for it. She take care of them kids and she clean up. Keep your ass at home. It ain't shit out here, gang. I'm telling you, it's dirty out here, gang. It's dirty.
It's a dirty game.
It's dirty, gang. Love her. You know what I'm saying? Be with her, cause These new generation hoes is horrible. At least the hoes back in the day still cooked and clean. Like my grandma and them, like I'm just saying, like, at least they still had sense enough to iron that man's shirt, clean up, and cook. And they could still cook. These hoes, they don't do none of that shit, gang. This shit is crazy.
That's
it's
it.
wild out here, gang.
Damn.
Wake up, like, you go pick a chick up tonight. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, like, now I see why my granddaddy had so many kids. He, you know what I'm saying? He wake up, make some breakfast, you know what I'm saying? He waking up. These days, you go sleep at Shorty crib, wake up tomorrow, she looking at you like, so yeah, what we gonna eat? We going to brunch?
Don't even want to go in the kitchen and make some eggs. And
ain't trying to whip nothing up.
You trying to whip nothing up, man. You trying to whip nothing up. Damn.
Somebody said they gonna feed you
to save their life.
Somebody said they're gonna feed you Roman and Takis. That's when I get off. Let me get off.
Oh my god. Ugh.
The fucking Takis is
my stomach hurt just reading that shit.
Yeah. Every time my niece be eating them, I be like, girl, your inside burning the fuck up, gang. You gotta stop eating that shit.
That shit is gut buster, man.
The kids' fruit snack. Oh man.
Oh, fucking crazy.
Now somebody in here done said, not your grandma. Why y'all talking about y'all grandma like that? But for real, my grandma used to tell me she had some friends that were some hoes, though. She told me about a couple of them. She was like, but that's what they was doing. So I said, well, have fun. I'm going to go home to my husband. My grandma was a loyal. She was a down-ass chick. That's my grandma right here. Down-ass chick. My grandfather was a lucky man, gang. But she should have left his ass, but I'm going to get off here. All right, y'all. All right, so that's it for today. Yeah. We ain't had nothing after these articles. Other than that, yeah, we gonna if anything crazy come out tomorrow, we get some juicy news. We'll be on tomorrow. We'll play tomorrow by ear. But other than that, we'll see y'all on Monday. Also, make sure y'all get into the class we got coming up, the Stellar Ecosystem Yield Farming Edition class. Make sure you get into that class because that class is going to show you how to earn yield and the staking opportunities and all that through the Stellar Ecosystem on the Lobster wallet. And it's an early bird special. The early bird special does end on Sunday. So after Sunday, it will not be $99. So they definitely take advantage of the early bird special. But that class is going to be on September 7th at 7 p.m. Eastern. So make sure y'all get in that class. The Forever in Profit t-shirts, the link is available. Click it in the bio. Everybody who wants the Forever in Profit t-shirts, the t-shirts are available for pre-order. So go ahead and put your order in for that. We're going to have the pre-orders up for only 2 weeks. And then we got to put the orders in and get everybody their shirts. So make sure y'all get y'all some Forever in Profit t-shirts. Other than that, though, y'all, we'll play tomorrow by ear. If y'all don't see us tomorrow, then y'all will see us on Sunday.
Oh, yeah. That's a fact.
All right, y'all. So we'll see y'all.
All right.
All right.
Peace.
Kween and Dean, we're building things in this crypto world. Nothing's as fine.
Get in blockchain now. Stop listening to the media. Stop listening to all the naysayers and all the doubters. Those are the same people that told people that the internet was just a phase. And now look at the world. Can't operate without the internet.
Listen, real quick. Don't disrespect yourself. And look these up. Right now. You won't regret it. Things are happening. Look these up. Right now.
So clean indeed, dropping crypto gems. It's like they got the vision, seeing future trends. Twire with the moves before the crowd reacts. First to make connections, no room for the hacks. No speculation, just straight facts in the flow. Navigating this market, watching profits roll. From Bitcoin to altcoins, they know the game. In the world of finance, the change in the frame. Queen's got the insight, D's got the voice. Together they rise, man, and make the right choice. Educating the masses, bring it light to the dark. In this crypto revolution, they igniting the spark. So if you wanna roll, you better tune in tight. Queen and D on the mic, bringing truth to light. With every podcast episode, they set the pace in the hustle at the block to their light. So free.
Shit going crazy right now. Let me just go ahead and share my screen. So yes, the House passed the Genius Act in a 307-122 vote. Shout out to Congress who was tired of stifling innovation and got this done. So yes, the Genius Act is headed to President Trump's desk, who plans to sign it at the White House ceremony. This shit real deep.
Kween and
This shit real. We
We're
not. Oh my god.
building
Oh
things
my
in this
god.
crypto world.